Hey, excuse me, my friend. You work for the cleaners, right?
Yeah.
All right, back again, episode 8 of the Laundromat Show. I got my guy Kyle Rose in here. How you doing today?
I'm chilling, Brody. What's good?
I'm all right, man. Can't complain. Got Esco in the building.
I'm in the building, man. Chief said bring energy. I'm bringing energy.
Yeah, for sure. That's what's up, bro.
Shout out to everybody who's been tuned in for our last 7 episodes. We're really picking up traction, so I'd like to say thanks for sharing and keep telling all your friends about the podcast. On Twitter, we are Laundromat Show. On Instagram, we are The Laundromat Show. And again, we are coming soon to... I'm going to let Esco say this. We're coming soon to Patreon.
Patreon, yes.
We're coming soon to Patreon, so we're working out everything with that. We should be on there by next week. But let's go ahead and shout out these black businesses. What you got, Chief?
Man, start off, I want to shout out Nicole James, my homie. She's a massage therapist out of Philadelphia. And, she doing her thing, black massage therapist. And I just recently won a free massage, you know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of hype about that.
So what did you have to do in order to, what was the contest?
It was like an Instagram joint, you know what I'm saying? You comment, you like 3 posts, then you comment done, and then you post it on your story.
Tag a friend and shit?
Yeah, that type of joint, get her business out there. So I won that joint, so I'm saying I'm looking forward to that hour.
You said you like free shit. That's respectable.
Bro, I'm heavy on the free stuff, you know what I'm saying? Especially my back is killing me just from working out, so she about to do her thing.
Would she have her own office or something?
Yeah, I believe she works at a massage place, but I think she also travels to different places to give you a personal one if you pay her. So she is yes.
Is that the one you won?
What? The personal John?
Yeah.
No. I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna actually go to the place of business.
Okay.
But she is yes I'm _ Nikki on Instagram, black massage therapist, man. Shout out to her.
Shout out to her. And how about you, Esco? Who you want to shout out?
I want to shout out my man, former Bloomsburg teammate, my man Malik Sneed. You can follow him on Instagram at Malik Sneed. He has 2 businesses, Campaign Way, his clothing line. That's Campaign Way on Instagram. And he just started something called Get Dirty Water at Instagram on Instagram.com.
What?
Not .com. Shit. Listen.
Get it right.
Come on, baby. Get the promo right, baby.
My bad, bro. My man is the CEO of at Campaign Way and at Get Dirty Water on Instagram.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to Sneed.
Shout out to Sneed, man, doing big things.
Little
Then
baby.
I'm going to keep it in the family. My brother just got back in the booth.
King County, I got the power like Ghost and Tommy.
New album coming out in a couple months. We still working on it. But shout out to little bro B Mckie. You can follow him at Life of BMCKIE. He got some heat dropping soon. But let's get right into this or that, y'all. So recently, I forgot the password to my Instagram, and I was out of there for a week. So would you rather go without Instagram or Twitter?
For how long? Like, is this for a week or like forever?
A week.
For a week?
Let's do a week.
I'm going without Twitter for a week off the rip. I'd rather see pictures and stuff and see visuals. And you might even get to see pictures of tweets on Instagram.
Well, you the like master, so Instagram,
Yeah, bro.
What you mean by that, bro? What you mean?
You like everything moving, bro.
I'm the like
we
boy.
follow a lot of the same people. Every time I see the pic, Kyle Rose
that
right
nigga
under.
Cheese like the sponsor post too. You like everything.
I mean, I just like to show.
bro.
I like to show love. You know what I'm saying?
Heavy
People's
show love.
social media posts.
And for me, bro, complete opposite, bro. I can do without Instagram for life. I don't give a fuck about the gram.
Yeah, you're not real active on the gram at all.
Yeah, I don't be on that joint at all, bro.
Well, so are you? So you're on Twitter more, Leak?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter way more just because I don't know, people. I don't give a fuck about pictures. Like, I don't really take pictures. I don't post pictures. I don't really care about seeing them joints too often.
That's
like,
because you mysterious bull.
It's not even that. I just don't. It's just never been my thing.
I know, bro, but you definitely, to me, bro, I'm gonna say, since we speaking on people's characters, Leak mysterious bull, like, you know what I'm saying? That's why he don't like pictures, yo. It's like, you never want to be seen. Like, I don't know what Leak is ever doing, ever. Like, I'm like, what is Leak doing? Bro. Leak could be doing anything during his day, bro. You just don't know. Yeah, bro, the myth, the legend.
I would have to go up. I would have to go without the gram because Twitter is hilarious, man. Like, it's a lot of good stuff
Top flight
on
content.
Twitter, especially Black Twitter. If you're active on Black Twitter, you can't beat that. But let's spice this up though. What is the easiest to slide in the DMs with? You think you're gonna have more success on Twitter or Instagram?
Based off the capabilities, I'm gonna go Instagram. I feel like when you send a DM on Instagram, it's like more readily seen. Like I feel like it's like that notification comes up. Sometimes I feel like I send people DMs on Twitter, not even just women, but just anybody, and they might not see it because the notification isn't strong on your phone. Like you don't even know you got DMs in your Twitter joint unless you go there to check. But on the gram, that joint popping up on your lock screen for sure. So you
shooting a high percentage on the gram?
Nah, I wouldn't say I'm shooting a high percentage.
50%?
If we talk about being seen, the message being seen,
no, I'm
yeah,
talking about like success. Like you get the number.
Oh, nah. I'm low level. I'm low, baby. I don't got nothing, baby. I'm broke.
I think I'd rather be on the gram for that one.
The gram?
Yeah. Just because like when it comes to shit like that, pictures are better, I guess, for like initial type shit. So I guess the gram for that.
The subtweet was super underrated back when Twitter was popping. That was
the one of my follower days. Oh, boy.
Cheese wasn't outside. Cheese wasn't outside.
Nah, I was outside. I called that joint oomph. That's it. Every time I read that joint, it's like oomph. Oomph is looking real good today. I used to be like, who is they talking about, dog? Oomph, bro. I never called it one of my followers ever, bro. That's funny. Yo, let's talk about this then. So we brought that up, man. Like, that was cool back in the day when we was younger. Like, you can't do that as an adult. And I still see boys on Twitter like, oomph. She looking real good. Wait,
that's still a thing?
Bro.
You gotta stop calling it oomph. We about to name the title oomph.
It's oomph, bro. It's oomph. That's what I'll be reading the tweet like oomph. But yeah, but nah, for real, that is still a thing. I still see boys like use that. It's like, bro, you a grown man, bro.
That's nasty.
If you don't slide in her DMs or at her, like
one of my followers and shit, yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro, come on, bro. We too old to be doing the subtweet Jones.
Yeah, okay, that was a good little joint. That's all I got for the this or that. That was solid.
It's good. That's a solid intro and solid intro. I guess one thing that's serious before we get into other topics. 2 deaths I did want to speak about. First of all, rest in peace to John Lewis. He was a U.S. representative in Georgia. He did a lot for our people, black people, as far as just helping progress our people and doing his part. And so rest in peace to John Lewis.
Rest in peace. And
also want to say rest in peace to Naya Rivera. I was very sad and shocked. I mean, obviously we don't know her, but I was sad to see that she unfortunately drowned when she went on a swimming date with her son. And she was just recently found in a pond. So rest in peace. Very sorry to hear that. Rest in peace to those 2 individuals. I guess to keep it moving, the transition.
Hold up, Cheese. I want to add one more real quick.
Go ahead, Brody.
Over the weekend, I'm not sure when it was, but over the last week or so, there was a pregnant 25-year-old woman that was killed. And her name was Shaliyah Davis. I want to say rest in peace to her as well.
Rest in peace to her. It's nasty in Philly right now.
We gotta chill with this shit, man.
Yeah, we definitely want to send our condolences to all of the families of those individuals.
Before you go on, Cheese, I want to pick up the energy with this. I told my man I gave him a shout out. Shout out to my guy Gary White. Was in a bad motorcycle accident a couple weeks ago. Ended up losing his leg. He just got out of a coma. He hit my phone up. He's in great spirits. He's he's getting active again. So shout out to my man Gary White. Keep fighting, man. And you know, whatever you need, we got you,
man. Shout out to him, man. Wishing you a speedy recovery. Was he in the lives that y'all was doing? Like, was he ever commenting in the lives?
Yeah.
Shout out to him, man. Yeah, shout out to him. We was in there. So yes, wishing him a speedy recovery for sure. I guess, you know, the transition. I ain't know if y'all saw this post, man, but I saw Lil Duval. He posted this Instagram, John, and it was a news article, and I guess it was from this mother, and it said, "My black son sold N-word passes to his white friends." And it's the further caption says the son's sister said that he probably made about $1,000 doing this, selling N-word passes. So first, let me just anybody who just doesn't know what I'm talking about. He was basically allowing his white friends to say the N-word as long as they paid him and compensated him.
And the N-word is nigga.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Let's just get right to it. First of all, what y'all reactions to this, yo?
That's hilarious.
That's funny to you? Like, I think that's a funny thing. Like, it ain't nothing serious.
Here's the only way that I would do that type of shit. I could finesse that type of hustle myself is if I would sell them niggas them passes, and then once I sold it to them, I would let them go say it into my friends, so then my friends get slapped the shit out of them. I would have my money, and they would get slapped.
How you gonna set them up to get beat up?
Listen, we only been potting for about 15 minutes. Here we go with the violence. I love it.
Listen.
Yeah, right on brand.
That's another clip, baby.
Listen, I'm not gonna switch up.
I feel you. He gonna keep that same energy. I thought it was funny, man. I mean, shoot, we know some people gonna say that who not black. It is what it is. We know they say it. So hey, man, get your bread while you can, brother.
Hold up.
And he a young boy too, so it's nothing serious. It's hilarious.
Got a hustler spirit.
It's not that serious, man. Like,
Hustler gonna hustle.
and I want to say, I ain't say I was gonna hit nobody. I said my friends was gonna do the slapping. So I want to make note. I wasn't the violent one this time.
I
It was
like
your
that.
But you still talk about violence. Basically, you setting them up. You gonna get paid, then set them up to get beat up.
Yeah,
I'm
but
with it.
That's okay. Nigga, they shouldn't be saying nigga. Period.
Well, yeah, I mean, these
Even
is
you
kids.
pay for it.
These is kids.
Don't get tricked. Like if you listening and you white, don't say nigga. You get tricked and you say it around the wrong person. Don't worry about whoever. If you got a nigga a friend that's a nigga and they say you can say it and it's cool. Don't take that and run and go say it in front of every nigga you see, because I promise it's not gonna translate the same.
Well, I'm glad you said that, because now we just got to the serious part of it. So we know your feelings already. Your feelings on people who are not black saying the N-word. What's y'all? I mean, off the rip. I mean, you kind of just stated, Leak. What about you? And how do you feel about that?
Well, before that, I think the funniest part of the story is they actually wanted to say nigga so bad that they cut a check.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is
If you
crazy.
think about it like that, they wanted to say it that bad. They
That's
like, here go your
insane,
bread.
bro.
I just want to say nigga.
They paid for the safety to say it.
But nah, I know it's not as well to me. It's very black and white, but no pun intended.
Literally.
But that was that's hilarious. But to me, I'm not with it. If you're not black, you shouldn't be saying any variation of nigger, any of that. You shouldn't be saying
Definitely
that.
not the hard
But what I've been noticing as I get older is not a lot of black people stand on that. And, different black people have different takes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess you would. I wouldn't say not a lot. I would just say it's just different groups. I know a lot of people that do stand on it. I know some people that are more lax.
So, Cheese, how would you react if you chilling, you minding your business, you at the you out with your girl, let's say you got a girl, you're at the club, right? And this white dude walk up to you and was like, "What's up, my nigga?"
It sound like it's happened.
No,
it sound like a
to cheat?
No, to like
Oh, hell
you
no,
seen
no,
this
no,
story.
hold on.
Leak know my life.
I'm picturing it in my head. But let's say boy come up, "What's up, nigga?" And like he pull out a card like, "Yo, it's okay. I got my pass from my friend." What's your reaction,
Actual card.
Bro,
I bought it.
That's I didn't know he was gonna throw that twist on it.
Bro? Yeah, no.
My man sold it to me. We good.
My man
I bought
sold
this
it.
joint $50 on eBay, nigga.
Yeah, I would keep it straight up with him, like, bro, I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know you like that. I'm gonna just keep it a bean with. I don't know you like that, so like, don't talk to me like that. Like, don't speak to me like that. Like, just keep it a whole bean with him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even that would trip me out though. So I probably wouldn't even react initially. I'd be like, what, bro? Like,
Bro, what
a pass.
he made that car in his own basement, bro.
Laminated. Got that joint taken care of at Kinko's. But
yeah, I'm not with it.
But yeah, I guess even further, Leak, that's like if a stranger came up to me and said the N-word. See, it's so many variations of this.
Right.
Obviously, we don't like when other races say the N-word, say the bad version to us, which is the ER. Like, you know what I'm saying? We don't like that. That's just, you can't do that at all. Then you have some black people who they may have grown up in neighborhoods with white people, Asian people, whoever, and they allow them to say the nigga, the term of endearment form.
Right.
And they're comfortable with that. So you're not comfortable with that at all, Leak? I know you have, obviously we all have friends of other races.
No.
You're not comfortable at all.
Don't call me a nigga if you ain't a nigga.
What about them just saying nigga, like just casually, not even just calling you one, like just like, yo, man, these niggas is crazy.
What? Well, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
Yo, that's wild.
Yeah,
bro.
that's wild. That's bad. That's bad.
That's a bad example, but
you made it worse.
all right, like what about all
I said
right.
these niggas is wild.
He out here like, yo, the Snoop John come on at the club. He like, man, I'm down for my niggas. Like, he like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't calling you one, but he just, they saying it.
So listen, I don't really tolerate that shit. I mean, people saying nigga if they not a nigga, like I said. But if we out somewhere and I'm with people and everybody drunk as shit and a song come on, I'm not gonna get super fucking offended, bro.
What about your friends though?
My friends? I'm not gonna be super offended. I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, I can't, cause like I'm pretty sure they all say that shit. Especially if the niggas like rap music, they're gonna say nigga in their spare time when that song come on in their car, bro. They're not gonna skip over the word. So the people that do, shout out to y'all. I respect y'all, but most of y'all not doing that shit. And I know that.
Not for that Snoop John either. All right.
Fact.
I was about to say something crazy, but I'm not. What about you, Ed? Like, what do you think about your friends, if friends of other races using it casually, not even just calling you one?
I'm not with it because to me, I feel like it's something that we took into our own, and it's like a special code. Like, you got to be black to do it, and I see people trying to like make different verifications for saying it, like, well, he grew up in the hood, or like, oh, well, he was around black people all the time. Listen, I don't care where you grew up, where you from, how many of your friends is black. If it's our thing. Like, why can't we just have our thing? We always got to share something.
Right. Invite niggas to the cookout and shit like that.
Yeah, nah, I'm cool, man.
So it's just an absolute no for you.
No, it's a no.
Yeah, I got that. See, for me, I'm leaning towards Ant's side. I'm not comfortable
okay.
with it.
The way you set that up, I thought you was about to go left on.
Oh, nah. For real, like for real, how I feel about it. Like I have friends of other races, and I kind of don't be feeling that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and my friends of other races don't do it like that. You know what it is, bro? I'll say this because I did want to ask y'all: have y'all ever been in any awkward situations? My friend group that are not black, that's like my immediate friends. They don't say it. They know not to say it. But if we're all in a setting similar to what Leek said, their friends
will say it.
Yeah, that may not be as close to me. They might say it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. They might be saying it the term of endearment form.
Yeah.
And I've been in situations where I've been in social settings where it's been awkward because we all hanging out, and one of them that I may not be as cool with, they say something like, yeah, these niggas are my niggas, and they're not black. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I'm looking at them, and it's like, I've been in situations where it's like, I don't want to, we're in a social setting, we at a party, I'm not trying to draw.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm super uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Have y'all been in situations like that?
Yeah.
What did you do? Because I know, I'll be honest, myself, when that happened, the one time I'm thinking about, I didn't say nothing. And I felt bad when I got home, like, and I still kind of feel bad about not checking the person. Like, yo, bro, I don't care what passes you think you got. Mm-hmm. It's offensive to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's disrespectful to me for me to hear you do that in a social setting. I don't want to hear that. I didn't do that. I kind of just didn't say nothing and bit my tongue. You know what I mean?
Right.
How did you handle that, Ant?
What I do, because it's happened multiple times, and you're right, it's usually that situation where they didn't come here with you. They came here with somebody that you know, exactly. So they're like the friend of a friend.
Exactly.
So they feel a little too comfortable around you. It's like, I don't know you like that. But what I did is, it doesn't really have to be a scene or a confrontation. I feel like once you do it once, I tell you, like, I'm not cool with that. I'm not comfortable with that. So then, if you respect me and you respect my space, you're not going to do it again around me. Now, if you do, now I take it as you're just blatantly disrespecting me because I already told you how I feel about it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You can do whatever you want on your own time. With this guy who brought you here, you can do whatever you want to do with him. But while you're with me, I'm not cool with that. So let's just go on with the day, but don't do that anymore. Don't do that shit anymore.
You been in a situation like that, Lee?
I mean, yeah, for sure. A couple of times. But for myself, I should probably clarify a little bit. So like you guys said, it's never my direct friends that I came with. But like, it might be somebody they came with that I know, but I don't really consider them my fucking friend, but I might know that person.
Exactly.
See what I mean?
Acquaintance,
maybe. Right, acquaintances and shit like that. But for me, I'm especially we out somewhere in a social setting, we turn up with some shit. I'm a little confrontational in that type of way, especially if I got a little alcohol in me. So
you should have known this.
I'm more inclined to be like, let my friend know who is closest to that person. Like, yo, tell your man get away from me or some shit like that, or leave from that, and I'll never see that person again. Mm-hmm. Instead of putting myself in that situation because I know myself.
You know what? I think that's a great way to handle it.
It is.
Yeah, I think I didn't even think about that. But in my situation, I'll say this one specific one I'm referencing. The person that was saying it, he was saying it, and this was really kind of hurt me a little bit because I was with some friends and the person said it a few times, and then I heard a comment like, "Well, why do you get to say it and I don't get to say it?" Yeah, this really happened in front of me, bro.
No, they say that shit.
And so it started a whole conversation about, and the boy was kind of like boasting, like, about why he felt comfortable saying it, right. Similar to what you said, and like, I've been in the hood, I be with my niggas, and this is why I get to say it, man. And you ain't did that, so you can't say it. What? Meanwhile, I'm hearing all this. This isn't being said to me. I'm just around, so I'm hearing this, and I'm like, yo,
I almost just got mad now.
Yeah, and I still didn't say nothing because I was like, number one, the way I was feeling, I would have drew there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that wasn't the place for that. But I think it's
time and place.
Yeah, and I think I didn't even think to go to my friends who was actually his homies and be like, yo, I'm not comfortable, bro. If he don't chill with that, I'm out.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's the best way to do it because like they can be an easy mouthpiece. So whatever you were going to say, it's gonna come out way smoother from them.
Yeah, because they're trying to say they're trying to keep the relationship cool between. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
That thing you just said though, that's something also that I don't like. Like, why do people associate black with gangster shit? That's another. Just because you did gangster shit don't mean you black and you got rights to say certain things. Like, why you think because you do stupid criminal shit that gives you a pass or that makes you black? And even if all of us don't do criminal shit. So it's like, why do you think doing criminal shit makes you like any more black?
Yeah,
that's what the fuck the problem is.
Yeah, no, that is a big problem. And just because you did that gangster stuff with black people who allowed you to do it, don't mean I'm that black person that's going to rock with it. Even though I didn't say nothing, so I did vouch. Like, I'm never gonna let that happen again.
That just means for you dumbass people that's going wrong with these niggas, is they gonna just let you get set up. If it goes down to it, y'all gonna be the first one to go, and they gonna let all that shit come down to your dumbass.
Yeah, and I guess to cap this off. I mean, we talked last episode about Gilly the Kid. And I saw him in the news for the third time in the recent weeks because he allegedly allowed the Barstool president, the company that his podcast is hosted on, he allegedly allowed the Barstool president, who was white, to say the N-word. And so the Barstool president kind of was, I don't know if he was joking, but he was kind of like, Gilly gave me the pass. You know what I'm saying? And
that's not a joke, man. It's not funny.
It's not. It's not. And that's everything we just talked about. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I can't confirm whether that's true or not.
We don't know if that happened, allegedly.
But that's what the guy said. His name is Dave Portnoy. Mm-hmm. That's what he said. See, that's the thing where, like, I'm not even going to say anything about Gilly. That's the thing. It's like, y'all giving people these passes, and then all they going to do is make you look dumb with it. You giving him this pass for what? Okay, you give him the pass to say nigga. Now he running around on Instagram. Oh, well, a street guy said I can say nigga, so now we all look crazy. I'm like, what? Like, I hate that invited to the cookout shit. I hate that, oh, he grew up here, or that's my boy, he allowed to say nigga. I hate all that, man. It's nasty.
No one nigga is allowed or can give clearance for anybody to say nigga to everybody else.
Yeah.
It's not
just,
a thing.
It's
bro.
impossible.
It's not.
Yeah,
it's impossible. We don't care about your big homie pass.
Don't give a fuck.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Do not care. You can get the rock bottom.
Yeah, real rap. I mean, but shout out to the young boy who got his bread for it though. We ain't mad at that.
Run that bag up.
Run that bag up, youngin.
And then they gonna get socked too when they try to show that card.
Yeah, tax.
Hilarious. Yeah, so you got your bread. You know what I'm saying? You good. I guess the transition in as far as like people speaking about things and saying things that upset a community. Did y'all see what happened with Nick Cannon?
I did.
I won't even say allegedly. I'm gonna say his anti-Semitic quotes in an interview that he had with Professor Griff. Mm-hmm. Did y'all see that?
I saw the part. It was a long interview, but I saw the part that caused everything. Yeah.
So if for any of our listeners listening, Nick Cannon had an episode on Cannon's Class, his YouTube podcast. His guest was Professor Griff, who was been associated with Public Enemy, a big figure in that group. Mm-hmm. And basically, I guess they were having a conversation about Jewish people. And from what I understand, I didn't actually watch the video. Mm-hmm. And so I'm going to let you give me some more clarity with this. But from what I understand, they were discussing things about Jewish people and possibly trying to confirm the stereotypes about them. And so it but it was anti-Semitic. And he just was saying certain things that I don't think were right. Can you give some more insight on what? Because you did watch. You said you watched some of it, right?
Yeah, most of it. It wasn't all of So if you go off of what you hear, it wasn't all about Jewish people. Mm-hmm. A lot of it was directed towards white people as like a whole. Mm-hmm. The problem is, and we always say like with you, optics is funny, but optics really are important because the guy, Professor Griff. He's already been in situations where people were upset with him about anti-Semitism. Mm-hmm. So now when you mention Jewish people at all with him on the platform, I think people already come in like defensive.
Okay.
But the general part that people were getting mad about was they were talking about the theory of thinking that like the black people are the original people. And then certain people were cast away to like the mountains of Caucasus where they lost their melanin and they have to scrap to survive. So they're brought up on like hatred, evil, incest, rape. Like it's in their DNA.
And savagery, I think, was kind of like some of the terms they was using. Yeah, that's what they were saying.
So I think the main problem is going back to one of our previous episodes, which we need to make this merch because a lot of niggas not doing this. You gotta add the sum. You gotta add.
You gotta add the sum, baby.
Because when you just make a blanket statement, like you can't just say all of whatever are this because some people don't abide. That's where I think he got in trouble. Yes, it's on record that a lot of white people have done very evil things, but just to say certain people
that's
are born
their character,
evil or that's the character, you got to add.
Yeah, that's just in their DNA. I agree. And again, like I said, I gotta speak for myself. I didn't actually watch the interview. I will do so. But they did say his comments were anti-Semitic, so it was definitely a big backlash, as deserved if those comments were, that way. What you got to say about it, Leak?
I didn't watch that video, and after his initial comments, I didn't really care to watch it because it was just gonna be either more of the same or a bunch of apologies.
That's what I felt, and that's kind of what, I'll be honest, what drew me away from it. I felt like it's the same situation going on.
Right.
Because we spoke about Deshaun Jackson and Steven Jackson, some of the comments that they made that were, anti-Semitic. And I feel like it's happening a lot. Do you find that strange? Like, it's starting to seem like a thing where it's like they're pitting two groups. Something's happening.
That's not new.
I think the way the country, everything that's going on with the Black Lives Matter movement and all the protests and shit that's going on, they trying to find, any little way to take away and kind of pit people against each other. They're gonna run with that shit, and it just so happens that these fucking idiots keep saying these things and like not opening the damn book.
An idiot.
Idiot is not like it's a blanket term. I'm not saying like niggas is dumb, like idiot, like what I mean, like a nigga do some stupid shit, he idiot.
You can make an idiotic statement.
Yeah, like that.
You made an idiotic statement.
I'm not saying like a fool, like that, but like I feel like that's always been America's agenda. You mean you got one group and everybody trying to focus on their rights and shit like that. You gotta get somebody else to pit them against them, and then you got a big ass war going on, distracted from what the problem is.
I agree. I think, like you said, it's people coming out saying things. Everybody, like we've continued to say, we have our own podcast, but it's a lot of people out here that are, creating their own podcasts, YouTube channels, Instagram stories, posts. Right. Everybody has an opinion, and everybody's, like we've been saying, they're quick to give their opinion. Nick was giving his to to Professor Griff, and it was just backlash.
I feel a certain type of way about that though, like.
Why?
It rubs me the wrong way because it's like, why do other people get to talk about their history no matter who it offends? Oh, well, my grandfather or my great-great-grandfather was in the Confederate Army, so that's why I throw up the Confederate flag. Fuck how you feel about it. It's my heritage. But then when black people start talking about our history and then even, like, I'm not saying all of it, but some of our true history paints certain groups of people in a bad light. I mean, it is what it is. Why do we got to shut up about our history? Because you might not look the best in our history, but then y'all can just say everything no matter, like, you can't, and I'm not even going to get into that can of worms. I'm not going to get into that can of worms because, like I said, anytime you mention that, they ignore everything else you say. But there's a lot of people to certain groups where you can't even say their name. And they're literally the devil, but there's people just as bad as them, and they're on Mount Rushmore, and we got to see that shit every day. So it's like, why do we have to watch our mouths, and why do we got to do all that, but y'all just freely disrespect us every day?
Who the 4 niggas on Mount Rushmore?
Thomas Jefferson,
Washington,
yeah, they all.
Washington mouth was full of slave teeth.
That's Jefferson, yeah.
No, Washington's mouth was full of slave teeth. Yeah, nigga, they both of them then.
Yeah.
So I understand what you're saying, where like I do often hear like the defense for the Confederate flag shit is like their grandfather or whoever fought in the army, blah blah blah, shit like that. But like that flag is kind of a slap in the face to black Americans because that shit was literally they were fighting to keep slaves, to keep niggas oppressed, like literally that's what they were fighting for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's crazy.
Yeah, and y'all right. I agree with that. And as far as like the history and some beings and individuals in history being, you know, glorified, and they were just as bad as some of the others.
Hold up, real quick. Did y'all see what Charlemagne, the guy, said?
Nah, what he said?
What
He said something to the effect of, fuck. He was like, shit. They just flipped my fucking mind as soon as.
Look it up. I can edit it.
Well, yeah. Why you? Well,
yeah, you can.
Yeah, we can edit. I mean, even keeping going while you search for that leak. I think also as a response to that, I just feel like, you know, it's a big thing when you say false things. So I you know, some of the things I'm seeing what Nick was talking about was just comparing white people to being more so savages, and then also and then also speaking on the Jewish community and their kind of control of finance, those types of stereotypes that they get. So I want to make this clear, even while we're speaking on this, you know, we're against anti-Semitic comments, period. You know what I mean? So if he made any, you know, we do have to come at him just like we would come at anybody else. You know what I mean?
Go ahead, bro.
If it's anti-Semitic.
Go ahead, bro.
You feel what I'm saying? Go ahead, yeah. Give
White
your
people
opinion.
don't speak up on other races. People, they just let them rock. So how come?
Who just lets them rock?
But no, why when somebody black says something a certain group of people don't like, all black people have to step up and disassociate themselves from this person? For what?
Well, who said that?
Other groups don't do that.
Who said
when somebody white says something crazy, I don't see nobody disassociating with Trump. And he offend us all the time.
Well, hold up. Who disassociating with Nick Cannon? I still rock with Nick Cannon.
No, I'm saying, why do we have to speak? Why do we have to say we're against anti-Semitism on here? Like, for what? We ain't never said nothing anti-Semitic. I feel like black people are too apologetic. Like, why are we apologizing for what Nick Cannon said?
In my opinion, bro, it's not an apology to say that. I don't think it's an apology to say that. I'm just making my stance clear. You know what I mean? So I can speak for myself. I'm against any of those types of comments, just like I would be against any comments that are stereotypical of black people. I'm against all of that. You feel what I'm saying? So if he did say anything like that, I don't agree with those things. That doesn't mean I'm canceling Nick Cannon or I think anything less of Nick Cannon. That's just like what Leak was talking about. He made an idiotic statement or a false statement, and we have to correct him for that. You know what I mean?
Don't.
No,
we don't.
Why? See, I disagree. I do disagree with that. I do disagree.
Why do he a grown ass man? Why do we have to correct him?
Well, that doesn't mean he has to change. He's a grown man. He doesn't have to change his opinion. But when you hear those types of that form of speech, and anybody, if you said those things as a friend, I would come to you like, bro, I would tell you why I believe you're wrong. Now, whether or not you take my information and whatever you do with it is one thing. But as a friend, I would feel it necessary to come to you like, bro, you're wrong.
Why are the most oppressed people held to the highest standard? But we got to be so friendly with everybody. We got to make sure everybody feels so good around us while people just disrespect us every fucking day. But we got to account for everybody else's feelings.
But we hold but my thing is we hold those people accountable as well, though. We do, as our community. If someone says something about us, we need to hold them accountable
and we're
as well.
The only ones who care. But then if we say something about somebody else, the whole world, I mean, we're just going to have to agree to disagree.
No. I get what you're saying. I do get what you're saying. I think, I don't know. I feel like with our platform, we got to make that clear. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not anti-Semitic. At least I'm not.
That nigga Ant dropped the mic on you, bro. He was
he dropped the mic on
bro. Pause. I actually got to hold the microphone.
That's not a pause, but he's straight.
But hold up, real quick. I found Charlemagne. He said a bunch of shit. Well, not a bunch, but he said like a little paragraph shit about Nick Cannon. But I don't really want to read the whole thing because I don't really agree with the most of the shit he said. But at the end, he said, I can't wait until the day that black people are able to fire people for saying things about us that we deem racist.
Facto.
We can barely get cops fired for actually killing us.
Facto.
And that was one thing he said that I super agree with. I was like, that nigga Nick Cannon lost his job with the quickness, and Breonna Taylor fucking some of her killers is at the beach on vacation.
Yeah.
That basically summed up what I was trying to say. I just wasn't doing a good job explaining it, Cheese. Why every time another group is offended, shit happens with the quickness, but when we offended, we gotta cry for years about it and nothing happens. That's what makes me offended. So I'm like, why are we apologizing? Because when we do something wrong, we get punished immediately. So why are all black people feel like, oh, well, we need to tell Nick Cannon he was wrong? For what? If we do something wrong, they gonna tell us we did something wrong in 5 seconds. They gonna fire our dumb ass.
You know why we gotta apologize?
Why do we have to?
I'm about to tell you why we got to apologize. Because we don't own none of that shit. That's our fucking problem.
So stop selling our shit.
Listen,
to white
but like
people.
it's not that simple, bro. Because
yes, it is.
It's not. All right, bro. Then do it.
Well, let's get the backstory with that
money.
leak.
He doesn't have to sell.
Nick now he got money. Nick Cannon just started with. He didn't start with money. He was broke too. Like
before Wild and Out, Nick Cannon had money.
Yeah. All right. So we know listeners know that Nick Cannon is the host of Wild and Out, a popular show that I kind of associated solely with him. But he was fired from ViacomCBS, which owns Wild and Out. So obviously that means since he's been fired, he's not going to be the host of Wild 'N Out anymore. And I did find that crazy because I always associated Nick Cannon. I mean, I met Nick Cannon, you know what I mean, because of Wild 'N Out. So I always associate that with him.
Here's what's going to happen with Wild 'N Out. They're going to try to get a new host or something. Either they're going to just chalk that shit because nobody's going to want to do it without Nick Cannon because that's his shit and everybody knows it. And like it's a respect type of thing in the industry. They might do that. Or they're going to try with a new host. It's going to be ass and get canceled.
Take Wild 'N Out to Revolt TV, black owned. Say whatever
like
the fuck you want.
Who could you possibly imagine running that shit, Tease?
As the host of Nick Cannon?
Yeah.
I mean, I said the host of Nick Cannon. The host of the Wild 'N Out?
Yeah.
That's a on the spot, John. I'm trying to think of somebody. We could have fun with that though. Like who would y'all?
I have no idea,
if any nigga takes that job, he's a coon.
Well, yeah, I don't think any. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think any black entertainer would do that.
That's what I mean. Like it's gonna get canceled because whoever they pick is gonna be. It got to be somebody that is not nobody gonna like that nigga. Like whoever
exactly.
Do that shit,
Public enemy number one.
Yeah, we gonna rock with Nick with that. Like ain't nobody gonna take that, John.
Like that's his shit.
Yeah, so I did want to read some of the tweets that he gave up because I did want to transition because of the backlash. Nick Cannon tweeted a few things, and this is what he said. Okay, Nick Cannon, in response to everything happening, he was fired. But let's also state this: he was able to keep some jobs because I believe he's the host of the Masked Singer on Fox, and they actually stood with Nick. And he apologized. And they're going to work with him. And Nick has committed to actually working with Jewish communities and understanding where he was wrong.
That's a crazier bag than the Wild 'N Out John. I just want to say.
I agree. While I agree with you, it is a crazier bag. I felt like, and I could be assuming Nick was super invested because like Wild 'N Out was like his thing.
Yeah.
These
you know what I mean? So that had to hurt the most.
These companies remind us every day that we still niggas, man.
Yeah. So
you serious? He's sitting down with like what? When somebody says something crazy about black people, you don't see them sitting down with pastors, man.
Yes, you do. Stephen Jackson called a rabbi on the.
I'm saying when somebody says something bad about black people, they don't have to sit down with our pastors and all them. Why is he sitting down with?
See, yeah,
they remind us every day that we don't got no power.
See, for me, I understand sitting down with a community, you know what I mean, with community leaders and understanding where you're wrong. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
But who does that for us? Why are we the ones why? Okay.
Next topic. No, I know. No, I think this is a good conversation. I understand. I get your point. Like, why does no one else had to be held accountable for that? But I feel like I don't know. I just feel like we act better then. You know what I'm saying? Like we just do things how we're supposed to do it.
We have the least amount of shit.
I guess you're right. I guess
you're right. He's in Avenger mode today. Anthony Mckie.
Yeah, bro, I like it. So Nick Cannon tweeted. He said, "I hurt an entire community, and it pained me to my core." And I believe this is genuine. I thought it couldn't get any worse. Then I watched my own community turn on me and call me a sellout for apologizing.
Because you backpedal.
Good night. Enjoy Earth. Okay, so you're not calling Nick Cannon a sellout, right?
No, I'm not going that far. No.
But you don't like that he apologized or that he's doing any of those things, right? That's kind of the gist I'm getting from you.
Apology. I mean, if you honestly feel like you offended them, like my thing is this: if you meant what you said, don't apologize. If you were trying to say something else and it came off wrong, I'm cool with an apology. But going on this whole tour and meeting with rabbis and doing all it's a lot, man. You back like
all right, and I just want you to know one day you're gonna say something on this, John. I'm not gonna let you edit it out, and we're gonna let it run. And I'm not gonna let you apologize either.
That's fine. If I meant it, I'm not going to. If I worded it wrong, I will apologize. But I'm not meeting with nobody. I'm not meeting with nobody.
You're not doing no meeting
not a meeting boy.
You're not shaking no hands.
No.
He don't like meeting with nobody. I respect that. It's a few things with these tweets though, because they gave off a suicidal tone. So I think we're gonna get in that in a minute.
No, I ain't think it gave a suicidal tone. I read them Jones.
If you no. The reason I say this is because he did, even after these tweets came out. Because listen, good night, enjoy Earth. That was the end of the one tweet. Then he says, "Y'all can have this planet. I'm out." That's not a suicidal type of.
With what's going on today, I would check on him. I don't think it is, but if that's my man's, I would call him like, "Yo, you good?"
Yeah, like if any of y'all tweeted that, I'm hitting y'all up like, "Bro, what you talking about? Like, what you mean by enjoy Earth? Like, what is that supposed to mean?"
All right,
you kind of see where we coming from, Lee?
No. I feel like
it is a stretch.
I feel like it's a stretch. I don't know.
I still check on you though.
I don't know, bro. It's Twitter. Like it's Twitter. Like sometimes Like I don't really tweet that much, but sometimes I'll just like tweet a random like sentence when I'm having like a rough day or some shit. If people hit my phone like, "Yo, are you good, bro?" I'm like, "Bro,
I know.
I just tweeted something random like, "I'm fine, bro. I'm just having a fucked up day." If I'm really about to like, if I'm really on some shit and stressed out, I'm not gonna be on Twitter. I'm not gonna announce it,
man. I think Nick's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. So he just posted an Instagram post, and someone passed that was close to him. He said, after waking up and barely rising from my own dark contemplation of continuing my physical existence on this planet, this powerful warrior actually had the balls to do it. So someone that he was close with actually committed suicide, and he actually was relating to it and saying, I was in that vibe. So first and foremost, I want to say, man, like prayers to Nick Cannon, bro. You know what I mean? Anybody in that
Nick,
type of mind frame is
shout out to Nick, man.
You know what I mean? We definitely don't want that to happen. Can y'all speak to the original tweet though, as far as being called a sellout?
It wasn't. I didn't hear anybody call. I heard nobody calling him a sellout.
Black Twitter was on his.
I didn't see nobody calling him a
sellout.
They was.
They were on his.
See,
ass
I'm doing that
because they was ready to. This is what I think it is. It's a combination of black people are waiting for that next guy to just be unapologetic in what he says because they're going to go behind him full force because everybody right now is on their whole support black movement. So I think I think some black people were ready to jump out the window for him. So then when he pivoted, they got mad because they wanted to take on that fight. And like I said about the Deshaun Jackson thing, there's a lot of educated black people who thinks they would be able to have that debate, but they're not as popular as Nick Cannon. So they need somebody like Nick Cannon to do it for them, and they would want to go with him to the information to give their points.
I get you. Yeah. So some people feel the way about that. Yeah, man. Shout out to Nick, man. I got much respect for Nick, and I feel like he's gonna be fine. You know what I'm saying? He's been doing this thing for a long time. We definitely don't want nobody, one of our own in that type of mind frame. And that just means that, we got to be careful. Even if you are upset with him as far as backpedaling, you know what I mean? We don't want to lose a leader like him in our community. I personally rock with Nick Cannon. So suicide, unfortunately, has kind of been like a theme that I have been seeing as far as in the news with celebrities. Moving on, I did see that Tamar Braxton, the younger sister of Tony Braxton, they're two music entertainers, celebrities, singers.
Legends.
Yeah, especially Tony. She, unfortunately, it's alleged that she attempted suicide on July 16th in the past week. Very, very sad. And it was good that they actually was able to revive her. I feel like she actually took some medication and had been drinking, and they're saying it may have been a suicide attempt. Can y'all speak to me? I know it's kind of like it's a real personal subject. How do y'all feel about the notion that anyone that tries to commit suicide, that it's selfish to the other people? Like, have y'all heard that theme before?
Yeah, I've heard it.
How do y'all feel about that? Do y'all believe that it is true that like someone attempting to take their own life is a selfish act? I see that a lot.
I'm not going to use such a strong word. But it would be very unfortunate if you decided to do that and you had a family, especially if, like, let's say you have kids or something, a family that depends on you, especially if they're, like, I'm not talking about, like, the uncle who you give $100, it's like, whatever. But, like, if you got kids or something and, like, they need you, I wouldn't call it selfish, but it would be unfortunate if that was the move that was made because it puts a lot of people in a tough position.
I get that, and this is unrelated to Tamar Braxton. We don't know the specifics of that situation, but how do you feel, Leek, about that notion that some people have that it's selfish for anyone to try to attempt to take their own life?
I've definitely heard it before, many times. I feel that it's untrue. I feel like it's not selfish but unfair. I feel like it can't really be selfish because you come in this world, unless you got a twin or some shit, it's just you. Like your mom pushed you out, whatever, C-section, however you came out, but it was just you. And then when you die, you're gonna die by yourself. So it's not really selfish, but it's unfair to the people that care about you because it's gonna hurt them.
Yeah,
That's a good way to put it.
Unfair, yeah. I at first, when I used to hear that when I was younger, I used to be like, yeah, how could it be selfish if someone is trying to take their own life? And while I still agree that it's not selfish, I wouldn't go that strong like y'all are saying. Like y'all have been saying, it's unfair to some people, you know what I mean, to put them in a situation like that. But I just wanted to get y'all takes on that because I feel like that's a interesting conversation. Yeah, but to anyone in that situation, you know what I mean, we pray for y'all to get out of that mindset, you know, to not do
more
that.
People than you think depend on you. Even when you think you're not important, more people than you think depend on you. So stay strong, because even if you don't know, it's a lot of people who need you out here.
Yeah, it's a lot of people that somebody loves you for sure. You know what I mean?
Very motivational, man.
That's sometimes I get in the bag sometimes.
Get him what bag? What bag is he
a
in?
A little motivational bag.
Motivational.
Rise and grind 25-8.
2020 vision.
Oh, hell no.
All right, man. I guess the transition, man.
I'm ready for this one.
Yeah, this was some big news, man. Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion. So from what I understand, Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion, we've been seeing them a lot as far as like on social media, partying and hanging out. Who knows what the
quarantine radio?
Yeah. So they were allegedly, well, not allegedly, they were partying with Kylie Jenner at a party, and allegedly Tory Lanez got into an argument with Megan Thee Stallion and her friend as they were leaving the party. Allegedly, Megan Thee Stallion and her friend wanted to get out the car that they were all riding in, and eventually this ended up to Megan Thee Stallion being shot twice in the foot. And it's been just like some hysteria after this. Did y'all see this?
Yeah, I heard this. This might be one of the most... This might be the strangest story in hip-hop history.
Why you say that?
This shit is so random, bro. Like, if somebody told you it's going to be Kylie Jenner, Megan Thee Stallion, and Tory Lanez in a hot tub, and then 3 hours later, Megan Thee Stallion ends up shot by Tory Lanez, you wouldn't believe this shit. You'd be like, what? Like, that's just random as hell.
Yeah. This is all alleged, too, because we don't know what happened.
Allegedly.
Yeah, this is allegedly. We don't know what happened. I agree, but I will also be like, man, that's just 2020 for you.
I cannot fucking believe that Lil Tory, Harlem Nights, fucking poor Megan, bro. He hit her in the toe. And I can't believe.
Crazy, bro.
She is tall.
I can't believe he did that shit, bro. He just got on. He did all that shit he did to be independent and try to be, on his own and be a big star. He finally fucking made it with this quarantine radio shit.
He was going ham.
Megan,
that's why it's so crazy.
Right. Megan is a fucking rising star. I mean, she's like one of the top female acts right now. Women acts. I don't like. It's weird to say woman acts. I feel like it's better to say female acts, right? That sounds weird to say woman acts. But it's like,
the tongue,
yeah, like a lot of women don't like when you say female, but like it doesn't sound right to say women acts. It sounds strange to come out of my mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah.
So you good?
She's a rising superstar.
Yeah, rising superstar. Period.
And I definitely want to emphasize that Tory Lanez was having probably the best quarantine for a music artist out of anyone.
Yes, bro.
Not probably. It's guaranteed.
Bro.
Like
for sure.
He got like a TV show or some shit out of it. Like he is
quarantine radio. He was killing, and he was hanging out with Megan.
So what he decided to do? She said, "I want to get out." He said, "Nah, I'm gonna shoot you in the toe 2 times, double tap." That's what you feel?
Crazy, man.
That's crazy.
That's what you do?
It's not funny because she really was shot.
Yeah,
it's not funny,
like, that shit is crazy.
But the situation
we
is
gonna get
crazy.
these jokes off.
The shit don't make no sense to me, bro.
It don't make no sense.
What was Kylie Jenner doing there?
Yeah, and that's the crazy thing. Like, I mean, they was at a party with her, but
what happened to COVID? Where were they driving to? When did he shoot her?
It's LA. They're not following quarantine.
Yo, so
it's
I
LA,
read,
bro. They're not quarantining.
I read that the weapon was concealed when they pulled him over. So that means he must have shot her somewhere else and was driving her somewhere. Was it a kidnapping?
And let me ask you this: how do you even shoot somebody in the foot in a car?
Yo, bro,
it's a lot of weird questions that need to be answered.
It is.
He's short. He ain't that damn short.
Hey, listen to him at 5'3".
That's crazy, bro.
He came up to her hill.
Yo, I can knee that nigga in the forehead.
Yo, yeah, like how does that even happen, dog? Now it's some jokes that's been had on social media. I don't know if y'all been seeing these Jones. They put Megan Thee Stallion's face on the Get Rich or Die Trying 50 Cent album cover.
Yeah, well, me and Eska was just talking about that outside.
When Megan dropped Many Men, bro.
Many.
She already remixed the Boys in the Hood, Jones.
Listen, bro. That shit.
It's not funny, but
crazy,
it's funny. It is
funny, bro.
It's
Tory Lanez. Wish death upon me. Blood on my toe, dog, and I can't walk.
I'm
drunk, bro.
No,
Like-
dog, I can't laugh at this. Oh
Man,
my
this is
gosh,
a wild
bro.
ass story.
Yeah, I don't even know what to make of it. Like, what do you even like? It's just so much. Like, how did this happen?
I want to say,
why would you shoot her?
Hold up, real quick, before we say any more jokes, bro. Let's pray for Megan and her. I don't know how bad that shit is, bro.
My man Lee just made a whole song. Now we want to.
Yeah, bro. 'Cause I don't even know how bad that shit is. I just thought about. I don't know how bad it was.
She'll live. I don't know.
But she can walk.
Yeah,
but I
I
don't.
don't know. Yeah.
Getting shot ain't cool. Period,
Nah.
man. Who you
It
are,
is
when you are. That shit.
traumatizing.
Y'all got any more
Society.
jokes? Cause I'm about to make it serious. So y'all got any?
Damn, bro.
Damn, dog. Can't have no fun around here.
No. I'm saying let's get the jokes off now because as soon as I say this, we're not gonna want to joke no more. Because I'm
All
reading
right,
the
cool.
comments. She said,
So, okay. There's a lot of loose scenarios running around. I want to ask both of y'all, even though this shit doesn't make sense at all. To y'all, what do y'all think is the most logical story of like how and why this shit happened? I'll start with you, Cheese.
logical?
Not all right. Take out the word logical, because none of this shit's logical.
Yeah.
What is the most? What is the situation where you can come up with where you can see like, okay, this happened because
The thing is, bro, I can't because okay, you're riding in the car, so
Yes.
I'm assuming it was video that came out that they were at a party. They were having a good time at the party. Then you leave the party. The only way I can make sense of it is okay. Maybe everybody's they intoxicated. They doing whatever they do. You're in a car. Y'all get in an argument. But my thing is, where does the gun come in? Because was the argument that heated that you felt like you needed to shoot a woman?
He wasn't wearing a mask, so he needed to protect her from COVID, bro.
that's why I had the burner.
That's why he had the gun.
Yeah.
Okay. We can go with that. But you pulling the gun out on a woman, on a female? Like, what was happening that would prompt you to pull the gun out if it was intentional?
The only thing that can possibly make sense, and when more details come out and this fact isn't uncovered, I'm lost. They had to be secretly dating.
I don't think that's the crazy part of it, though, bro. Like, I think that's pretty obvious.
Okay, I didn't because nobody said it though. While we're talking about it, nobody said it.
I assumed
There's
it,
no
yeah.
way you're getting that mad at somebody that you're not at least somewhat invested in.
I don't think
that's
they
the
were
only
dating.
thing.
But enough to
I don't
shoot
think
a
they were
rising
dating.
superstar?
I think
Esco,
they-
so you shoot your female friend?
I don't think they were dating. I think maybe Tory might have wanted some pussy, and she might have been like, "No." He was like,
And
"All
he
right, bitch,
shot her.
pop."
No, that's no. I
don't think
that's
they dating, bro.
crazy, bro.
I don't see. I think that's crazy too. Because my thing is, first of all, they was I seen stuff like they was hanging out for a while. I mean, we don't know their relationship clearly, but they was hanging out for a while.
Nigga, everybody thought she was dating G-Eazy over the summer or some shit, bro. Niggas don't know.
The only thing
I respect her because she keep her stuff on the low.
The only thing that makes
can
a little
learn. We
bit
can all
sense
learn
of
from
me is her and Tory are dealing with each other. They go to a party. Some sideways shit happened at the party where it's another guy and it's a heated altercation. That's the only thing that somewhat makes sense.
But enough to pull the. That's what's killing me is enough to pull the gun out.
That's why I don't think.
No,
I don't
so
think they
you
was
took
dating,
it
bro.
OD, but let's say you take out the fact that he shot her. Let's say it
That's
was
the
like
biggest part.
but let's say like it was just a domestic situation. It would make sense. The part that's not making sense is why he shot her. You just have to think of why he got that mad.
Don't-
The
none of
only
that shit
reason you
makes
get
sense.
that mad at a woman is if you're invested. Nobody's shooting or hitting their
Listen.
woman friend who they're not doing.
I ain't never got that mad at a woman.
Yeah,
Period.
no, yeah.
No,
Oh,
but
what
I'm
about
saying,
you talking about?
but I'm
And-
saying, period. Have you ever heard a story of a dude just beating up a girl who he wasn't even sleeping with?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I've
all
never heard of
bad.
a dude beat up his friend.
I don't.
I heard dudes beat up women they don't even know.
I get where the answer's coming from, though.
You
I get
know
what
what
you're
I'm
coming
saying,
from. Like
Cheese?
the type of argument that would force anyone
Yes.
to pull a gun out. I still don't think there's no argument for that, especially against
No,
a woman.
I'm not saying that's right.
I know,
I'm saying
I know.
to get you that mad, y'all have to be involved.
Yeah. A lot
You
of
can't be that mad at somebody.
Yo,
y'all just
some
friends
niggas just have anger issues, bro. People just get mad about random shit.
But
all
we
the
never
time,
heard
bro.
any of these stories from Tory before.
and I can also say, I mean, they're coming from a
know
party.
that.
We can probably assume that
Drunk.
they were intoxicated and
Drunk.
they're not. Yeah, they're not. It's not a sober mind.
Yeah, you're not thinking logically.
There's a lot of jokes been made because when the arrest happened, Tory got arrested for this. They listed his physical, whatever, his height and stuff, and they say like he's 5'2", 120 pounds. So there's a lot of jokes about, like Leak was just joking about how in Harlem Nights, Eddie Murphy's fighting a much bigger woman. Do y'all think in all seriousness, that could have been a factor? Like a bigger woman, Megan is big. She's a stallion.
You think they would jump in his ass
She did, yeah.
while he was driving? I don't think so.
Yeah. I'm just saying. You think may that be even still?
Nah,
I
I
don't
was
see
just
how the
playing.
gun comes into play.
Nah,
I don't know
think
where
that's
the
just
gun
funny.
comes into play.
I think that's just funny.
No, I was just playing. I don't think
That's the only thing I could really like. Why would you pull the gun? Okay, so let's say he didn't intentionally mean to shoot her.
I think
Why
it's
do you
gonna
even
come out
have
as
it
a
out for it to
mistake, bro.
accidentally happen?
I
Why
think
would
it's
you
gonna
even
come
have
out
It
it?
as
wasn't
a
out.
mistake.
It was concealed when they pulled him over, which is that's what I read.
Well,
When they
it
pulled them
happened,
over.
though,
Right, we don't know. Supposedly there's a video out of not out, but it's a video.
Yeah.
But we don't know when she was shot.
The
But all we
story-
know is it was concealed.
the stories that's coming out is where she was shot is not where they were pulled over. So she got shot, and then they were back in the car.
Right, I understand.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like when they got pulled over, it was the weapon was concealed. So like, we don't know when the fuck she was shot or where.
My prediction is that when the story comes out, it's going to be a situation where there was an argument, a weapon was brandished,
Nigga said,
but he was drunk and he accidentally shot. I don't think he shot because, like, think about it. In all the situations, like, you know, we not street niggas, but we all like we're from around the city. We heard stories. When have you ever heard of somebody intentionally shooting somebody in the foot? That sounds like a mistake to me.
No,
The
I can.
foot?
No. Yeah, I see that. I see that because if you're not trying to kill nobody,
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
I've
But
never
even
I've never
still,
seen
that's a
anybody just
risky.
shoot
That's a
somebody in their
risky.
foot.
I've heard that. But
I can shoot somebody in their leg or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about that, but
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
understand.
So I'm thinking like the weapon is pulled out. He's drunk. It goes off, hits her in the.
Well, then now she posted when this came out because there was a narrative that it was an accident and that, you know, all this other stuff. She said that the narrative that is being reported about Sunday's morning events are inaccurate, and I'd like to set the record straight. On Sunday morning, I suffered gunshot wounds as a result of a crime that was committed against me and done with the intention to physically harm me. I was never arrested. The police officers drove me to the hospital where I underwent surgery to remove the bullets. And then she spoke about how she's, you know, grateful to be alive.
This is bad.
And ready to recover and make music. So she's saying, she posted it publicly that it was a crime. I found it interesting that she didn't say Tory. She didn't say nothing about Tory being the perpetrator. And that's what's crazy to me because I feel like maybe, are we ever really going to get the details of the situation?
Well, yeah, because it's an investigation now, so the details are going to have to come out.
I mean, at least on an NDA or some shit, we don't know. We don't get shit.
Because she's such a rising superstar. It's like, this is a crazy situation.
The police reported that they're doing an investigation on an assault with a deadly weapon charge. We're going to get the details.
Yeah.
Because they're going to have to investigate it.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I just think like it's a lot of money invested in these two people. And I just feel like this is a crazier situation that like probably anybody would think because I can understand now that you just put Meg in harm's way. That means you just put millions of dollars for a lot of people in, you know what I mean, in jeopardy. And I know, like, I saw a tweet that they said that Meg's DJ came out and tweeted, "Count your effing days," and then he added Tory Lanez, but then he deleted the tweet. Like, I know it's some people back in behind the scenes, like, dog. Like,
Well,
Tory
she's from. Listen, I'm not saying anything. She's from Houston. Some people she signed to deal with certain people in Houston that I think we all know, and they are serious. So. This might go somewhere.
Yeah, I think it's all crazy. I agree with you, and we're gonna get the details. And she did come out and tweet, because obviously like, it was a lot of jokes and stuff. Because I think the jokes came because we found out that she's okay and she'll be fine. But she did come out and say, "Black women are so unprotected, and we hold so many things in to protect the feelings of others without considering our own." I think that's a very telling sentence right there.
That's serious. Real quick before you get into that, me and Eska were having this debate outside of the studio before we came here.
Mm-hmm.
If it's found out true that Tory Lanez indeed did shoot her, is it possible for Tory Lanez to have a music career again?
What you think, Leek?
No. Fuck no.
You don't
Fuck
think
ass
so?
No. Bro, like you just said.
It's 2020. I've seen a lot. I think he can.
Like you just said, bro. If it comes out that he shot Meg Thee Stallion and she put that post that it was a crime against her with intent to physically harm her, the amount of fucking like superstar power she has right now, the people backing her, the fans and all that shit, the movement to protect black women that's going on right now, he about to like nobody's gonna want to work with him.
She's not
Like,
the
nobody's
biggest
gonna work
female
with her.
artist to have violence put towards her. By
Bro,
another artist.
nobody has been fucking shot, dog. Why you keep saying? We were saying this outside. Like there's a difference between like I feel like if somebody like getting beat up, it's a big difference. That's horrible, right? Horrible, understandable.
Yeah, either way.
For sure.
But
Yep.
Getting shot is way crazier to me. Like, I feel like if you're shooting, you just evil. Like, that's demonic. Like, you're shooting her. You shot at her, bro. Yeah. That's demonic. That like it's evil to be fucking like hitting a woman, period. It's straight demonic to fucking shoot it. Like,
no, I'm not condoning what Tory did in any way.
Yeah,
that's
not at all.
horrible. What I'm saying is, though, I was this passionate about 6ix9ine not being able to have a career again, and you see what's going on right now.
Yeah, but like snitching is not held. And
it
like,
was.
Listen, bro. Like the snitching shit is only big in the black community. We the only ones really give a fuck about that shit. Because nobody else gives a fuck, and that's what all 6ix9ine fans is.
Well, I think other criminal organizations and with other races, they do care about that. But only like the casual person is not. They don't.
In terms of the casual American, only people that give a fuck about that snitching shit is black people. And that's fact. Because like I've seen a billion times, bro. Growing up, I went to a couple schools where it wasn't all black kids, and them other kids was fucking ratting.
Yeah. But all I'm saying is this: I've heard the words, his or her career is over a lot of times, and I've never really actually seen somebody's career actually be over. So I'm just saying, with how weird 2020 is and where people's morals are today, like, because people show you every day, especially this year on social media, that their morals are not intact. I think there's a possibility that Tory Lanez can have a career, even if this story is true.
Yeah, I agree. I think Tory Lanez can definitely continue his music career, but I think there's a lot of layers to it because, number one, legally, this is what's interesting to me. Like the charges that have. Because at first he was only arrested and charged for having possession of a concealed weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I did read something. I don't know if it's true about the charges may being upgraded to aggravated assault or something like that. But my thing is,
right
like,
now it's assault with a deadly weapon.
Yeah. So my thing is, if I guess more details got to come out, because if he intentionally tried to hurt her, which she has stated publicly, like, I feel like it could get iffy. So legally, I don't even know what the jail time, if you get convicted of that. I don't even know none of that. So legally, I don't know. But I think if, let's say, whatever happens and he's no longer incarcerated, or if that ever happens, I think he can still have a music career.
Unfortunately,
I think it's weird. That's a very weird situation.
How, like, listen, for me, how the difference between that 6ix9ine shit and the Tory Lanez shit is the way that they sell. I feel like 6ix9ine sold and sells way more records and streams and shit than Tory Lanez. Even though Tory Lanez has a crazy stream before this quarantine shit, I don't think he was ever on the streaming level that nigga 6ix9ine. He's the troll shit he was doing. Right. Like, he had, like, I don't think it's the same, bro. I just can't see him bouncing back in the same way.
I just maybe not the same way, because you would stop listening to him, wouldn't you, Esco?
Yeah, not just me. I feel like people wouldn't work with him.
That's what but this is the fact where this is where I'm saying I think he will have a career again. Every day people are showing us that they are separating the person from the music. Tory Lanez makes great music. 6ix9ine makes horrible music, and they still separated the music from the person. No, to everybody's opinion. That shit is trash.
That's not everybody's opinion, because
troll, bro.
Tory Lanez makes great music. So if people are consistent, I'm just going off of patterns. If people are consistently showing us that, hey, you might do a bunch of weird ass corny shit in your everyday real life, but we're just here for the music. The person who's actually musically talented the people who weren't that musically talented survived because they separated the music from the person. So the person who's the most musically talented out of everybody really who's been in this situation, besides maybe Chris Brown, definitely besides Chris Brown. Chris Brown's way more talented.
And R. Kelly.
Tory Lanez and R. Kelly, but yeah, they're showing us every day we care about the music. People didn't want to cancel R. Kelly for a long time. They're like, listen, I don't care what he did. That song is a class. Like, I know y'all heard that shit.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not going to compare R. Kelly's discography to fucking Tory Lanez.
Yeah, but here, let me say this. I do think there's a few things. So, Leak, should we, if it does come out that he shot Megan, should we cancel listening to Tory Lanez? Should we? In your opinion?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I'm trying. So that's one thing. So we should do that, right?
Yes.
Right.
I don't think
I'm saying it won't.
Yeah, I don't think it will happen, because, like Ant's saying, he's a talented individual, and some people are still going to listen to his music regardless. Maybe not to the same. Yeah, but maybe not the same impact. But he's right off the heels of Quarantine Radio. He got his stock pretty high. As far as
they're gonna he's gonna lose a lot of that shit he just got. He ain't really got he ain't got the steam roll. Like he ain't even been out that long to be
Listen,
not
the
out.
sad part about music is no
know.
matter what you do, you're only a hit away. Tory Lanez is going to lose a lot of shit.
Yes.
But if he comes back out with a banger, he's right back.
He's right back, and he's very talented and capable of doing that.
I'm gonna keep saying unfortunately.
Unfortunately,
And allegedly,
unfortunately. And another reason why I disagree too, Leak, is because of how where the public seems to be handling the situation. Because even though she was shot, we know she's been shot. It is a lot of jokes being made. Like I don't think it's being taken as seriously as like it was no jokes to be made. I saw jokes with the Chris Brown Rihanna situation.
I didn't see any.
I did see.
There was jokes from that.
I saw some, but it wasn't to this degree. Like Megan, to her, what she's saying in her tweet, she said this. I want to continue. It might be funny to y'all on the internet, and just another messy topic for you to talk about. But this is my real life, and I'm real life hurt and traumatized. So she's recognized the amount of jokes and stuff, and it's kind of being taken as a messy topic on the internet versus being a serious situation in which she got shot. So I feel like because people aren't taking it as serious, they'll be able to. Some people are still gonna listen to Tory Lanez.
That's kind of what I feel like she's not gonna if it comes out once it comes out and it's revealed if it's revealed that he shot her. She's probably not gonna be quiet. She's gonna keep talking about the shit and not gonna and she's a bigger star than he is. You see what I'm saying? She's not gonna just it's not gonna rock like that. Like 6ix9ine don't have. He has a bunch of people like opera against him and shit like that, but he got like Nicki Minaj or dick eating off him,
Right, true.
which is helping him. If you Tory Lanez, who's he really gonna have on his side backing him like that? That Megan Thee Stallion got somebody that's gonna be bigger than that.
That's a great point by Esco, because if you get into the specifics with the music industry, the reason why a lot of famous people are still endorsing 6ix9ine is because they still want to be in good standings with the label he's behind.
Exactly.
Tory, this is horrible timing for Tory Lanez because he just went independent. So there's nobody big backing him. So if you just choose not to fuck with Tory anymore, it's not like you're creating any type of beef with the bigger industry because he's by himself now. So that was actually a great
Tell me
point
who Megan got when she if this shit comes out that he did shoot her and was trying to hurt her. And then who's Megan got on her side in the music just the music industry backing
whole record
her.
label and
whole
Jay
record label,
Prince and
fucking Hove. Fucking
Rock Nation.
Like what? Come on, man.
And that's why I think it's crazy because obviously those people
Tory
around
Lanez,
her, they
Tory
know
Lanez
what
fucked
happened.
You think they gonna let this nigga fucking be like he almost when
I'm
Drake
starting to
was
change
beefing
my
with that
opinion
nigga, he
now.
almost his career was almost over. Just Drake.
I'm starting to change my opinion.
Like just
now.
Drake.
The fact that he's independent, if he was still signed to whoever he was signed with, I think he'd be able to have a career again because the label would feel we have money invested in, and they would keep rolling, and they would keep rolling with it. As an independent, I know how hard it is to be successful as an independent. You're an independent, and if this story comes out to be true, you have a woman artist saying a man assaulted her with a deadly weapon. With Rock Nation ties, he might get put under. I'm sorry. Yeah, I see. My opinion. You might be right.
See, and this is a lot of layers. See, you
did that by mistake too. You just came out. You wasn't thinking about all that when we was outside.
You persuaded, but
niggas is crazy.
I disagree. I disagree only because I feel like him being independent gives him more power. I feel like if you're with a label,
how, bro?
Because when you're with a label, it's certain relationships. I would assume that you want to salvage,
right?
So the label wants to salvage.
Yeah,
you know
but
what I'm
like,
saying? So they'll drop the ball on Tory because we can't mess up with, for example, Hove. But because he's independent, he doesn't rely on people as much as he would if he was backed by a certain organization.
So you think
Ant said though, people are only working with 6ix9ine because of the label he was under, right? So if it comes out this nigga Tory Lanez out here shooting women because they don't whatever happened, shooting Megan Thee Stallion. Who the fuck gonna be like, yo, let me jump on this nigga track, independent John?
Because you have no motivation
with no real reason, no ties. You don't got to do that shit.
Maybe so he's gonna have to be successful. He's gonna, in order for
but y'all talking about like features and stuff.
Yeah. So what I'm saying, in Tory Lanez, don't get me wrong, is very talented, but I don't think that's where the debate comes in.
Yeah.
If he's going to still be successful. Damn. If he's still going to that's wild. If he's still going to be successful, he's going to have to do it dolo. Now,
Like,
where
gold
the
And I
is
real-
still think
now
he's-
where that's where the debate comes in.
Yeah.
Whether you think off his own merit,
And I think he
can
is.
still.
Because off his own merit, pretty much, he got that whole quarantine radio. I'm not saying
I just-
I want
It
this
was
to happen.
star-studded. That
Listen.
was a star-studded event.
It was, but it didn't start off like that.
I feel like
It didn't start off like
I
that.
feel like a lot of Tory Lanez's allure is the remaking the old songs and shit and the samples. He not gonna be able to get that.
What
kind of
happens
shit
when they
without a
don't
label,
clear
bro.
that shit no more?
yeah,
Because they not fucking with
He
you.
not
Now
gonna
they
be able
don't
to get
clear
that kind
your
of shit like the
remixes.
same.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's gonna take a hit. I still think he could be successful. That's my thing, and I think
Well, anything is
I
possible.
just
Yeah,
hope
yeah.
I hope he didn't do that shit.
Yeah,
And if
yeah.
he
This is
did,
all
fuck that
alleged.
nigga.
Let's
This is
hope
all.
all
Yeah,
this
this is
shit
all
is a
alleged, and we
big
want to send prayers out. We don't even know. We want to send prayers out to Megan Thee Stallion
everybody.
for his speedy
Yeah,
recovery.
bro, like, this is
Yeah,
crazy.
it's all alleged, and you know what I mean. It's a very serious
You
situation.
think he? I don't know. Maybe like he might have got him a bullshit gift or some shit. He ain't like that.
This is
Probably
bad.
See, this is another.
This is bad.
And last thing before we move on, I thought this was telling when I first read this. We hold so many things in to protect the feelings.
Oh, you're talking about what Megan said?
Yeah, she tweeted this. We hold so many things in to protect the feelings of others without considering our own feelings. And I think that's a telling line because I feel like it's been real hush to exactly what happened. You know what I mean? So maybe it's some trying to protect people and all this other good stuff, man. But like I said, praise to her. Go ahead, bro.
You are trash, bro.
Yeah, we looking at this outline. He threw you a Chris Paul out.
Oh, nah. Yo, bro, we need like a.
Read this every line.
I did. But see, I can't see y'all.
Yeah, he looking at the
you know what I
monitor.
mean?
Yeah,
You don't gotta be able to see me.
No, I know that was good, but I don't remember. I don't even remember what's on my own outline. You need like a ding when it's like
My fault.
when you throw the oop.
I'ma edit
So yeah,
that in there.
let's go in, man. So Esco just brought it up, man. A gift. How y'all feel about material? You know, being materialistic for your significant other, meaning doing a lot of things as far as buying them gifts and showing your love in that way. How do y'all feel about that generally?
If you got it, spend it. If you got it.
Yeah.
If you got it,
I feel like
fraud.
it depends on what kind of girl you got, but if you got it, spend it. So like if you got a girl that like Prada, Gucci, Chanel, and all that shit, you get that for her. If you got a girl that like you spend quality time and get her nice dinners and crab legs and shit like that, you do that for her. It's whatever kind of way it go.
I'm gonna say this, man. This is to anyone.
Oh, here we
this
go.
is for the future. This is for the future. Anybody that I may be with.
Oh,
I'm not
you
heavy.
out here advertising. That's yeah. Go ahead, get your shit off.
Oh no, this ain't an advertisement. This might kill me a
Casting the
little bit.
line.
I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm not a materialistic bull. If I have it, I would have no problem spending it.
Right.
But I don't
Yeah.
know much about like. Let's for example, it was a big thing on the TL about Moneybag Yo buying the influencer, his girl Ari, a lamb
Wait,
truck.
why'd you call her? why'd you do
call
that,
her
bro?
I don't know how to describe her any other way. What else does she do?
Like
Call-
Ari, yeah, just Ari.
I don't know who.
She got- don't she
Everybody
got,
knows who Ari
don't she got
is.
a,
You can
don't
just
she got
say
a
Ari.
business? Call her a black businesswoman. That's they like.
She's
that,
a
bro.
businesswoman, but
call
she's
her that
but her
either.
business
I'm
is
not gonna call her that
influencing though.
either. I'm just gonna
But
call
her
her
business
Ari.
is influencing.
They look up to her out there, bro.
Yeah, she's an influencer. That's how she makes her money. That's a real thing. So he bought her a lamb truck, and I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm not that bored because I don't be knowing about none of that stuff. Like I don't know nothing about the wheels.
But
And
we don't
and
live
the-
that life.
and
though.
the-
We're not supposed to.
My girl don't got her L. She
even
get
if
on
I
the truck.
did though, and is what I'm talking. Even if I had the bread, I'm not the boy that's gonna be like, I'm about to get you the new purse that you about to. Like I don't.
Right.
Yeah.
If you better come to me, like come to me with it, and I just give you the bread.
But
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
You feel
So
me?
that's the argument. We're not saying like you have to know about all this shit.
Yeah.
That's not your world. That's not your world. But if you got the bet, so what we're asking is, if you got the bag and your girl says she knows about it, I want no pun intended money back. I'm killing no
Got the
pun
bag.
intended. And she goes, yo, I want this car, or I want this bag, and you can afford it. The argument is, are you going to do it?
Yeah, I would do it.
Yeah,
I would do it.
think we-
I would do it. I'm just not that's not the biggest way I show my love. That's
Yeah,
my
right.
point.
No, I agree.
For
I
some
agree.
people, that's the biggest thing. Like, yo, I'm about to blow the bag on her real quick. That's not my first line. I'm quality time boy.
You heavy QT bull.
I'm quality time. You know what I'm saying?
But
We
when
about to have a
this
good time.
podcast blows up and we don't got a lot of time, you're gonna have to spend the bag. That's only how you're gonna have to show love because we gonna be touring.
Well, no,
True.
that's
I'm
not
buy
true.
assistants until I got time.
I ain't say frequent time. I said quality. So when we do spend it, it's gonna be quality.
That's an ain't shit nigga line. You a
it is.
Hard.
Yo, she's a whole player.
But yeah, nah. I'm all about the quality time, more so the materialistic. But if I got it, I'm gonna spend it. But there was a big debate about that, like how it shows your love if you don't do these things. So
Nah, I think I'm not fucking with the niggas who like I saw a whole bunch of niggas on the timeline and everything what's the people be mad about like tricking and stuff like that. I think that's just some broke shit,
right?
Bro.
If
you mad because you don't got the money to do it, so you hating on niggas who got the bag, who like buying they chick stuff. Like that's corny.
Yeah, I ain't gonna never hate on nobody. Do your thing. Yeah, do your
It's
thing.
not even tricking. It's like what you talking about?
Right? If you got the bread, you can trick all you want. And one of my favorite niggas to watch trick.
Conversation.
One of my favorite niggas to watch out there trick is James Harden. He gets the job done.
Oh, I see what you're doing, brother.
He gets the job done.
I see what you're doing, brother.
Yeah, Chloe, a couple. James Harden gets the job done, Chief.
That's funny as hell. That's funny. That was a good leak. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and just go ahead and follow that. James, it's funny you brought up James Harden, bro. You know what I mean? This is gonna be brief. I saw that James Harden was in a little bit of trouble.
Definitely a tricker.
Because he posted a picture of himself. He's in the NBA bubble out in Orlando. He posted a picture of himself wearing a Blue Lives Matter mask.
That's breezy.
I didn't even... So he got in a lot of trouble for that. I didn't even know Blue Lives Matter was making a mask because the mask didn't say, from what I saw, it didn't say Blue Lives Matter. It doesn't. It was just a blue
picture. It's a blue
design.
hand shaking a
but
shake. Yeah.
The problem is, like, James Harden should have known he was fucking up when he put that joint on, and it looked like something a Marine would wear. Like, you can't.
It definitely
joint,
did look like
it got
some
like the
army
blue
wear.
skull shit on it, like he was playing Call of Duty, bro. And he should have known better.
Yeah, but I'm gonna keep it a bean. I would have been like him. Like if I would have saw the mask in the store and it didn't say Blue Lives Matter at all, I might have picked that mask up just because the design was
corny. The mask was corny either way.
Yeah,
it was corny.
That's
either
not
way.
even hot. It's not hot, bro. That shit is corny as hell.
All right, well, we got to talk about mask designs though. Like it ain't like you got a lot to choose from. I would have chose that one because it's different. I got masks like that I wouldn't know if they didn't say the slogan on it. So I don't blame him for picking up the mask.
You got a mask with a blue skull on it and an American flag.
My thing is this: he said he didn't. He said he didn't know, and he ain't on that type of time. So I'm taking his word for it.
Yeah, he did say he didn't know.
I truly believe James Harden just put that joint on. Like, yo, this joint cool as shit.
He's
from Cali, or so he might be a Crip.
He's trying to cover his beard. You know what I'm saying? Let's cut him some slack.
Harden don't rub me. Is all
I'm trying not to get no COVID in his beard.
Yeah, he said that. He said that. Man, yeah. So man, shout out to James Harden. Man, we know it was a mistake, man. Respect to you, man.
They shouldn't try to dog him for that.
You need to worry about that. You need to worry about that season. He need to worry about that season.
Definitely don't dog him for that shit.
You can't dog him for that. Y'all funny. Speaking of the dogs, you know what I'm saying? Yo, it's crazy, man. It's lit. Y'all want to know why it's lit?
Why it's lit, bro?
Man, this upcoming Wednesday, July 22nd, 2020, we got the Battle of the Dogs.
This is the best one yet.
Snoop Dogg versus D.M.X. in the Verzuz battle. I'm hype as hell.
I'm be in the crib with some Henny.
Turned the fuck
bro,
up.
I'm making a drink. What?
This shit on Wednesday, though, man. I'm about to
I don't care.
work with a Mac crazy.
It's on Wednesday night?
It'll be at night.
Wednesday
They normally do it at night. Yeah, 8 o'clock.
I gotta
Wednesday.
be in Thursday morning, but I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Fuck it.
Man, okay, bro. I'm gonna have the drinks ready, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yes, sir.
20
I had to do a live laundromat.
Shoot, bro. A recap or something. So, all right, Snoop versus D.M.X. catalog battle. 20 songs, I believe. They're gonna go longer than that because they're just legends.
They got to.
Who do y'all got winning? I'm gonna go to you, Leak.
Bro, why you come? This is a bad joint.
This is a tough one.
I have no idea.
We need a prediction though, all of us.
All right. I'm up today.
No. What's your prediction?
Stand on it.
Stand on this to the battle.
Shit. But what? Wait. Wait, real quick. I'm gonna make my pick, but let me preface by saying this: if they got a nigga like DJ Booth in there picking the songs, this don't count.
I hope D.M.X. has Swizzy DJ.
Let's say everything is all everything. They do their thing with the catalog. They pick and choose correctly.
If everything is fair, clean, everybody got their regular boys. Hopefully D.M.X. got Swiss beats, like Ann said.
For sure.
I'm gonna have to go with D.M.X.
Oh wow! Why are you picking D.M.X?
Nigga.
Because well, I'm a little younger, so I kind of grew up more on D.M.X. But I listen to Snoop heavy too, and Snoop is obviously the dog and the Godfather, the Dogfather, all that good shit.
Yep.
But D.M.X. is the first nigga I ever heard growl on the track. And my flesh in my flesh, but like that nigga had me on some shit, bro. And I was a young boy. I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about.
No,
and Snoop, he never had me on no shit like that because when he was on that type of shit, it was the 80s and I didn't exist.
Well, no. We gotta be fair though. Snoop came out like 92.
Oh yeah, my fault.
We grew up with Snoop too, though.
No, we were babies. We kind of grew up with that music, but like we grew up on.
Yeah,
more
we were outside when X was.
We
out.
were more so outside. Bro, what grade were you in fucking 1992?
I wasn't alive.
Exactly.
Negative.
I know,
What grade
but-
were you in 2002?
I was why you gotta be doing math?
I'm
man?
just asking you, bro.
I was 7.
I was asking you.
But that's my point though, because I remember. I
remember
agree
too.
with you. I agree with you. I remember listening to D.M.X's first album when it came out. I was only like 3 or 4, but I do remember.
You knew that shit was heat rock.
I remember
in the
being,
crib.
Bro,
being in
the
the
wheel.
car, fucking in the wintertime. I pop drive. I'm in the fucking
That's
in the
exactly
back
how I heard
seat.
about
Black
y'all.
Scully
In the
on.
backseat with your
Bruh.
pop. You know
Bro,
what
I used to be in the wheel. I used to be in the
Yeah.
wheel listening to DMX first album, getting some KFC. I remember
Hell
this,
yeah. Shit, bro.
but I was 4. But so Snoop was the same way because he had music coming out too. Like I remember Snoop
is
too.
timeless. Snoop is
Timeless.
definitely
And maybe
timeless.
I know what y'all mean. Some of his classic work. Obviously, we were either super young
Yeah.
or not alive when it came
Yeah,
out.
so
Right.
I feel like little DMX, some of his classics hit a little different and a little harder for me personally.
Got you.
Personally.
Okay, I'm gonna come back to you too with that. And who you got?
I'm going with X, and here's why. If you go off, have y'all seen the majority of these verses, Jones? At least the rap ones.
Yeah, I've seen pretty.
Yeah,
much
I've seen
almost
pretty much all of them.
Usually the way the rap ones go is the person who makes the more aggressive music usually wins.
That's very true.
So don't get me wrong, Snoop is a legend, like top 15 artist, maybe top 10
Then what is an
Artist
artist
ever.
or a rapper?
rapper.
What is DMX then?
Top 15. I got them both top 15, top 10 debatable.
Okay.
But my thing is this: Snoop is way more relevant because he's had hits for longer and he's had way longer of a career. But Snoop shit is very chill, like vibe out. I just know for me personally, Snoop gonna play a hit, and I'm like, yo, this a fucking. Then X gonna play some shit, and I just gonna hear that fucking barking. And I'm like, nah, fuck what Snoop just did, bro. Like, I'm gonna get hyped because that's the same shit that happened with Jada and Fab. Like Jada would play, I'm like, oh, that's that. No, time out.
Fab was
No, hold on, time out.
was on some boof.
No. The
Boof
ones
was
that
My
Boof
fault, I ain't mean to yell.
got like 3. Boof got a couple tracks right. The tracks that he did get right, I'm like, damn, this is a hit. I don't know what Kiss is gonna do. And then Kiss would just play the hardest song ever. I'm like, Kiss.
But that means it wasn't the right song because if it nah. I disagree. I don't think it's very much comparable to Fab vs. Jada because Fab vs. Jada shouldn't have
I
been
was
like
just trying to
that.
get that one point. I think Snoop's gonna play a cool joint where you're like, yo, that's my shit, and then X is gonna play some hard ass song, and I'm like, damn.
So you're going off the aggression in his music
Yeah.
and the
I
tone
think
of his
DMX
music.
might actually bark at us through the camera, bro.
All right,
What are you gonna do with that?
Okay, it's a lot with this.
Snoop
It's a lot
is
with
a
this,
vibe, bro.
I was just
Snoop
so
is a vibe.
I'm gonna give my pick. I'm gonna preface this because DMX is my man's, like my man's.
Here we go.
I rock with DMX, and I like Snoop. I probably like DMX more than Snoop, but I got Snoop winning this battle. I got Snoop winning the battle because I think that Snoop, because of what you said earlier, Leak, Snoop came out earlier. I feel like Snoop
Classics.
kept going after X's run kind of was over.
Yup.
Yeah.
He got the chronic.
Bro, he has 25 to 30 years of big ass hits, bro.
But it's only
it doesn't
20
matter.
songs.
It's only
Yeah, it
20
doesn't
songs.
matter. It's only 20 songs.
That's my point. And I feel like he has 25 to 30 years. He's going to be able to salvage 20 or so songs that are just undeniable. I'm not saying he's going to 20 OX by any
I see,
means.
yo, I know.
Fuck
I see what you
no.
mean.
No.
I see what you mean.
By
I see what
any
you mean.
means.
I see what he means.
But I think when you start getting into his first album, when you start talking about The Chronic, when you start talking about his second album, his Master P run, his run with Pharrell,
If he plays anything from that Master P run, is losing.
the later Jones, you know what I mean? Drop It Like It's Hot. Like when he start getting into his song, and
Drop It Like It's Hot can be beat.
it can be beat, but this is my
he gotta
point.
play Sexual
His-
Eruption. That's my
Ooh,
shit, bro.
yeah, that can't be beat. That's a
And I feel like,
Did-it-did-it-did-it.
bro, when he talk
Shit,
about
boy.
Snoop Doggy, like when he start
Yeah,
playing
yeah,
them joints,
what's my motherfucking
nothing but a
name?
G thing. Because remember, the battle is based on anything you've been
Right.
on.
No,
Snoop
right.
has 30 years of being on everything.
I agree, bro.
Right. But
versus that X 5-year run that's just.
see,
I don't think it's
Crazy.
gonna be enough, yo.
But-
Not 20 to so songs.
going off of what you just said, I think
depends.
that gives the advantage to DMX because DMX had a shorter run, so he knows where he has to pick from.
I've heard
What-
that argument.
from-
I've heard that
yeah.
argument.
From what I've seen from the artists that have a crazy catalog, they have so much shit to choose from. They start picking shit that you're like,
Except, like,
it's way more-
Babyface and-
yeah, except because everything he do
But
is
this
crazy.
is this is why
He was goated.
People with the bigger catalog seem to make bad decisions.
this is where I understand that argument. I've heard that argument, but I feel like Snoop I mean, he's a DJ. Snoop is like a historian of the rap game. If you ever listen to an interview with Snoop, he'll name everything by anybody. Bro. So Snoop going to respect DMX. Oh yeah, he's gonna give him that proper respect, and I don't think Snoop is going in there to get blown out by DMX. He's gonna be ready. He's gonna be ready.
Hold up.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I think he's gonna prepare in a way like, yo, I'm going up against X.
But I already know 60% of DMX's 20 songs are going to come from "It's Dark and Hell Is Hot" and "Flesh of My Flesh."
And do you think that is enough? Well, no, I won't. Well, yeah,
those are his first two.
But the next two though, he got 4 or 5 albums.
And then the rest is going to come from the other Jones.
I don't know if that's going to be enough to beat Snoop's 30 years when he picks 20 or so songs from those.
You only got to win 11.
Yeah, you win 11,
and that's my point. You think he's going to beat Snoop?
All I say,
I think it is possible.
Very possible.
I think it is possible. I'm going. I think it's possible. I'm going with Snoop.
It depends on what songs against what song, because
go ahead.
It's like it's certain songs that them niggas play in my head. I don't think there's none of them niggas could beat that shit.
There's gonna be a lot of times
in the moment, and when they play that shit, I don't fucking know. Like
there's gonna be a lot of songs that's gonna go be a draw.
I think at the end we're gonna see a lot of comments like X won or Snoop won. Like it's gonna be undecided.
It's gonna be regional.
I saw that with the RZA DJ Premier battle. Even though RZA smoked him, but I did see some people that were just vouching for DJ Premier. Yeah. I think this is definitely gonna be the best battle. I mean, this is unrelated. What's your favorite DMX song, Leak? If you have it off the top of your head.
Shit.
Why you thinking mine is "What's My Name"?
That's your favorite John?
Yeah.
He got a lot.
What these bitches want?
What's the John? What's the John? It was Brenda, Felicia, Tanda, Renika. Man, what's that joint?
What's
my shit?
Tanya.
That's my yo.
Yeah,
the joint with Cisco? Yeah, bro.
Is that what they really want?
What the bitches want from a nigga?
Cisco? That's your favorite joint?
No. That's my shit, bro.
I think my joint off the rip. That is that work. Can you? Well, I'm not even gonna ask that question. That would have been a crazy question to ask y'all. Oh, yeah, we can't even do that.
You want to say something about the thong song, bro?
No. I was gonna say.
What's our favorite Cisco?
I was gonna say. No. Never mind. I ain't gonna do it.
Go ahead, bro. The joint over.
Oh yeah. Well, I was gonna say like in y'all primes, could y'all have compiled a list like that?
What?
Oh yeah.
Of the names, we can't say this, but
I had a list, bro.
Yeah,
I had a list crazier than that in my prom.
Bro. Okay.
When I went on my little run,
it was so. I was losing, bro. Listen, bro. From about let me see. From about 17 to let me put the mic down.
Yeah, make sure you say the years right.
Let me. Well, yeah, that's crazy. Let me say this, man. My favorite joint off the rip, I think that I go to for DMX is "Get at Me, Dog." That's my joint. That's my joint.
Well, hold on. I changed it. My favorite DMX song. Y'all been eating long enough now. Stop being greedy.
What is that? Damien?
No.
Stop being greedy. Stop being greedy. Yeah, that's my joint.
You might be right.
My favorite Snoop joint. My favorite Snoop joint that I love is probably I think it's called "What's My Name." Anybody? Snoop Dogg. Yeah. I think that's my favorite Snoop song. It's gonna be a great battle.
My two favorite Snoop songs. Well, one is Strange. I said earlier with Sexual Eruption.
That's not everybody fuck with that joint. That's not Strange.
That's my top 3.
And the joint Pharrell, Beautiful. That's my shit.
I like the other joint that be like Snoop.
Yo, dude.
What's that joint? That's the Driver's Like. I like it. I remember when that came out. I was a kid when that came out.
That's
my favorite.
That's what I'm saying. We grew up with Snoop too.
That's had me crip walking.
My favorite Snoop song is "Ain't No Fun." If the homies can't have none.
You a wild boy.
That's that shit. And then my second joint is "Sensual." Yeah, Seduction. That's that.
Man,
that's my
rest in peace. Ain't nothing but a G thing. That's a good joint. That's Dr. Dre's song.
That might be one of the greatest beats of all time.
Rest in peace to Nate Dogg, man. Snoop got so much, bro. That's why I'm picking Snoop. I'm being clear with this too.
No, I'm not mad.
Because I see a lot of people. No, but I see a lot of people picking DMX. I'm going to be on the other side. Snoop is going to win this.
I saw everybody picking Snoop.
And I love DMX. It pains me to say he's going to lose, but he's going to lose. Last thing, man, before we get out of here, which one of them two embodies the dog persona better?
DMX.
Darkman X, bro. He barks, howls.
Snoop's the original. He came out first. He was turning into dogs from the rip.
Yeah, he was morphing, but that was like CGI. DMX really go morph in front of your eyes and start barking.
That's hilarious, man. So you know what I mean? So we got Esco with DMX, Ant with DMX, myself with Snoop. Anything y'all want to talk about before we get out of here?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. If you turn around, look, Ant left the room.
Yeah, so. I peeped. I was trying to keep the. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't know if you about to sign out.
Nah, I ain't know what he was trying to do, but we could do the do do do.
Yeah, we're gonna do 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 do. Here, you pissy ass little boy. Send me this unedited version. I hope when you listening back, send me this unedited version.
Unedited.
So I can post this part.
I thought it was a solid episode. I didn't know as much, so it's hard for me to leave you, because I held it down for you. That's what I said. I told you I ain't going to Yeah, no. I wasn't tripping off doing it. I'm talking about researching. And I didn't know. I thought I was going to have more time to do it. This nigga always got to use the bathroom. Yo, he always got to use the bathroom. But let's finish up the sign out then.
Horrible old man, bro. You're gonna be a horrible old man.
Out?
Yeah, we're gonna finish it up. So, man, yeah, man. So, is anything else y'all want to say about that D.M.X Snoop John? You got, like I said, ain't got
from a nigga.
ain't got D.M.X. Lee got D.M.X. I got Snoop, man. If there's nothing else y'all want to say, we get out of here.
We out, man.
We out, man. This is Laundromat episode 8. I'm K Rose
and Mckie.
Malik.
We out.